Drinking warm water before bed improves eyesight almost overnight. Thousands of people are already doing this.
Thank you, sorors, for tuning in for the South Atlantic Region Awards information session this evening. To Madam Regional Director, Tiffany Moore Russell, and all who serve Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Good evening, sorors. It is time to celebrate you, your chapter, and our sorors for their phenomenal works. Every chapter in the significant South Atlantic region has worked hard to ensure that we are soaring to greater heights of service and sisterhood in our communities. Please note that the training tonight is a single session, and thank you for spending the time with us. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Melanie D. Mack, Chairman of the Regional Awards and Exhibits Committee, who proudly serves from the state of Florida, and my lovely co-chairman, soror Carrie Jarrett Parham, who serves from the state of Georgia. Here are a few program announcements. Our session is hosted in a webinar format. If you have questions or comments related to the session, please feel free to use the Q&A function. Our committee members are actively monitoring it. Your Regional Awards and Exhibits Committee looks forward to a successful awards season. We will discuss the South Atlantic Region Awards for the 2025 program year, as well as our Soaring to Greater Heights of Service and Sisterhood International Program Awards. Again, take special note that entries are a demonstration of our chapters and sorors dedicated service that was completed in 2025. Tonight, we will cover key topics that relate to creating and submitting award-worthy entries. These topics will cover the various categories, critical dates and deadlines, guidelines, digital entries, and arts and crafts entries. We will also share some examples on how to tune in with your entry. Then we will conclude with an opportunity for you to ask a few questions. We are the significant South Atlantic region, so I know there are some significant accomplishments worth highlighting. As our esteemed regional director, soror Tiffany Moore Russell, has noted in the awards guidebook, your creativity, leadership, and steadfast dedication have elevated our sisterhood and enriched the lives of those we serve. Now we will cover the various awards categories. There are 5 categories for the South Atlantic Region Signature Awards. Chapter and individual awards for both graduates and undergraduates. Chapter sizes for the South Atlantic Region's Signature Awards and the International Program Committee Awards, IPC Awards, are small, medium, large, and extra large. When applying for awards based on chapter size, please use the number of active chapter members as of December 31st, 2025. Arts and crafts exhibits for the region's signature awards, an overall attendance award for all chapters except the host chapters. Graduate and undergraduate chapters may compete for International Program Committee awards. However, it's important to note that general members are not eligible for International Program awards. Undergraduates may also compete for the Stella J. Lett Undergraduate Leadership Award. At this time, there are a total of 7 graduate and undergraduate chapter awards, 17 graduate individual awards, and 15 undergraduate individual awards. Please pay careful attention to these important dates. As a reminder, to be on time is to be late, so don't let these dates creep up on you. Let's start with the information session tonight. Thank you again for your attendance, and please gather your questions as we go through the presentation. The next critical date is Saturday, January 17, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because this is the deadline to apply. On this date, the awards application and your submission payment are due. Your participation application form 1 must be completed online. And I will make a note here. It is not completed until you hit submit. The end of this form will provide you with mailing information if you are paying by check and special links if you're paying with a credit card. On Saturday, January 31st, 2026, at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all digital submissions must be uploaded. This includes all chapter information for each award, i.e. the name of the award, entrant's name, location, etc. An example of the form will be shown later in this presentation. Finally, this year, the Stella J. Lett Undergraduate Leadership Award submissions must be postmarked by Monday, March 2nd, 2026. Please remember that all forms must be submitted and/or approved by the bachelor's and graduate advisor for undergraduate chapters. Now I'll review how to create and submit your digital creations. The great news is that the process for submitting entries will be the same as the last award season, digitally through the official online platform, except for the arts and crafts exhibits. Pay special attention to the scrapbook guidelines as well as the upload deadline, as there will be no exceptions. There will be a completion and acknowledgement of the award submission form online. Place the cover sheet as the opening page of the scrapbook for your regional award and the IPC award submission. All files associated with your entry must be click and open ready. What does this mean? That means our judges must be able to click on the file to launch it. Do not apply a restriction in order to view the uploaded file, such as asking for a username or password. Entries must not exceed 40 pages. We want to highlight your great work, but limit your submission to 40 pages total. Otherwise, it will be disqualified. Remember, only one book, one scrapbook per entrant. Up to 3 sorors per chapter may enter an individual award, except as defined by the award criteria. For submissions using videos, the file length must not exceed 3 minutes total. This includes if several videos are used in a single submission. Otherwise, your submission will be disqualified. Your submissions must be uploaded to the online platform on or before Saturday, January 31st, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No exceptions. I'm going to pause here for a second just to let you know that I was made aware there's an error in the registration book regarding the award upload deadline. So I'm going to say again, your submissions must be uploaded to the online platform on or before Saturday, January 31st, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there are no exceptions. Acceptable file types. When creating and submitting your digital creation, save your files in the acceptable formats only. There is an established list of acceptable file types for your submissions: PDF document files, MP3 audio files, JPEG photo files, and MP4 video files. All of these file formats will allow for sufficient diversity and creativity in your work. There is surely something here for everyone. Now, you may use Canva to create your submission, but do not attempt to upload it directly from the Canva site. Canva links are not supported by our platform. Export your creation to one of the acceptable file types listed. Once you've decided on the format of your submission, how you name the file is important to help track and appropriately sort submissions. Use the following naming convention when uploading files to the online platform. For chapter awards, you're going to start with the word chapter because it's a chapter award, underscore, the chapter's letters, underscore, your chapter's home city, underscore, your chapter's home state, underscore, your chapter size, small, medium, large, extra large, underscore, and then the full award name with no spaces. Here's an example. Chapter underscore alpha alpha underscore Chicago underscore Illinois underscore small underscore Georgia Shank Innovative Award. For individual awards, you're going to start with the word soror because it is an individual soror award. Underscore her first name underscore her last name underscore her chapter letters underscore the full award name with no spaces. Here's an example. Soror underscore Ivy underscore Pearl underscore Alpha Kappa Omega underscore Margaret Davis Bowen Outstanding Graduate Soror Award. Now I will turn the presentation over to my beloved co-chairman, Soror Carey, to review how to send your files.
Good evening, sorors, and thank you so very much for joining us. Let's talk about sending these files, because after you've done all of the work and prepared those award-winning submissions, you do not want to make a mistake when sending the file. Now, when you complete and acknowledge the award submission form for each entry online, you must attach your digital submission to it at the end of the form. New this year is the requirement that you upload a clear photo of your chapter or soror who is being nominated for the award, or in some instances, the general member who is applying for an award. You will not be able to move forward to completion without completing this step. Please choose photos that are tasteful and appropriate for the occasion. And let me pause here to tell you, sorors, this was done this year, as I said, new this year, because we spend an inordinate amount of time looking for a nice photo. So we decided to get you to upload the photos. You know what you want to look like, or which chapter a photo has the most sorors in it, or ability to do what you needed to do and show what you needed to show. After you upload the file, you will receive automatic confirmation that your submission has been received. Again, remember that the deadline is Saturday, January 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For more specifics on scrapbook guidelines, please refer to the South Atlantic Region Conference Awards Guidebook. Let's move to arts and crafts. The arts and crafts exhibit or exhibits will be displayed at the 73rd South Atlantic Regional Conference. A copy of a completed judging criteria form must accompany each entry and be placed on the table where you will set up your award. A chapter may only submit an entry as either a chapter or an individual soror. You cannot do both. If you submit or set up two, unfortunately, it will be disqualified. Each exhibit entry should be prepared to share a table with another participating exhibit. Each exhibit will be restricted to a height of 8 feet from the table or 4 feet atop the table. That's very important. All arts and crafts exhibits must be set up on site the Thursday of the regional conference week. Exhibit entries will be judged during the regional conference week. If undergraduate chapters cannot make it and set up by this deadline on Thursday, please send your exhibit by the graduate chapter. And graduate chapters, we ask that you please assist these undergraduates because they are eager to show what they can do. It is encouraged that arts and crafts exhibits use a non-distracting background for their exhibits. All arts and crafts exhibits must be uploaded to the online platform on Saturday, January 31st, 2026. There are no exceptions. Please do not mail or ship any awards materials to the hotel or Rosen Shingle Creek. Please do not. Show the full look of your creation. Arts and crafts entries should be no taller, here again, than 8 feet from the floor and 4 feet atop the table. Details for exhibit check-in and setup at Rosen Shingle Creek will be provided on site for your information. All chapters are responsible for picking up your exhibit at the scheduled disassembly times. The time will be posted for your information and convenience. The region is not responsible for exhibits not picked up at the designated time, and again, this will be posted. Now we will discuss the form submission requirements. The first step in awards process is to complete the online participation application and remit your payment. The deadline for that step in the process is Saturday, January 17th, 2026. If you are paying by chapter check, it must be postmarked by this date. Read the awards guidebook very carefully and in its entirety, sorors. Award submissions are due on Saturday, January 31st, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. And it bears repeating here, Soror Melanie. The error was made in the registration book. Please use the awards guidebook as your example of deadlines and information. it is important to note that general members are eligible for international program awards. These are examples of judging criteria forms. You see here the Tiffany Moore Russell and the Mamie W. Williams. This is an identical replica of a form with sample going across it. The award submission form must be completed in its entirety and acknowledged by the chapter's bachelor's and graduate advisor for undergrad. Interest for each submission, all submissions. You cannot do a blanket approval, Vasily. For arts and crafts exhibits, the judging criteria form must be printed and displayed on the table. That will be the responsibility of the chapter member setting up the award. This is a collection of award-winning submissions from the 2025 program year. As you can see, they are varied and their presentations draw your interest. And I'll give you a minute or two to look at those, a few seconds to look at them. They are very striking. These are award winners. So, sorors, be creative and make an effort to pull your viewer into the presentation. Keep in mind, these judges are not in the South Atlantic region. They are in other regions, and you need to prepare your particular presentation such that looking at it cold by any reader, these judges will be city people, and all of them are not sorors. They are community advocates, others from Divine Nine. So they need to be able to know what you're trying to display. All chapter international award submissions for soaring to greater heights of service and sisterhood, international awards must be for a in-person activity. I'll say that again. You cannot do staged photos. It has to be an in-person activity. Award selections for the Strengthen Our Sisterhood Award, the SAR Award, and the Generation Next Award will be handled by the respective regional award committee and will follow the process set forth by the region. The International Program Committee will not be involved in the selection of the regional Strengthen Our Neighborhood Award, the SAR Award, or Generation Next Award winners. The Strengthen Our Sisterhood Award and the SAR Award will have one graduate and one undergraduate winner for each chapter size. And I think that bears repeating as well. There will be one winner, graduate and undergraduate, no first, second, third places. The Generation Next Award is an award specifically for graduate chapters. A first, second, and third place award will be given per region, not based on chapter categories. The entry of the first place winner from each region will be shared with the Generation Next Committee for a chance to win an award recognition at the Boulé or Leadership Seminar. Now I will turn the presentation back over to soror Melanie, who will complete this particular segment. And I forgot to say when she introduced me that we still call her the voice. Melanie, take it away.
Thank you, Soror Carrie. Let's look at ways to improve your odds. To see examples of digital scrapbooks, a quick internet search can be the best tool. There is a lot of information out there today. We recommend that you do a Google or YouTube search for ideas on how to create one. Design websites like Canva, PicMonkey, Microsoft Publisher, PowerPoint, Word, or Adobe Premiere Pro may be good resources to help you create your submissions. Just remember to save them in the correct format. Use stats to demonstrate impact. Pay particular attention to impact numbers, like the number of people served, the number of hours spent, the number of community volunteer hours, etc. This shows results. Show emotion and passion in your submission. Sometimes that emotion can come from those who witness your good works. Don't be afraid to include personal notes, testimonies, and recommendations. Pay attention to the music, videos, and order of your presentation. If you're adding music or videos, always make sure that the music is appropriate and curse word free. When in doubt, use instrumentals. Your slides should make sequential or logical sense to the judges. Provide support and guidance for your undergraduates. I'm sure you've noticed that some of the chapters often win year after year because they have figured out that you can't win if you don't apply. So they apply to everything. All of our undergraduates are amazing and deserve to be in the spotlight for their hard work. Make sure that they have an awards team in place. Perhaps invite them to attend your awards committee meetings so that they can learn how to highlight their achievements. Include them in your awards season planning because these young women are very tech savvy and could perhaps help you strengthen your submissions. Remind them of their splendor and encourage them to compete. If you've never created a digital design before, consider adding a soror with technical know-how, graphic design skills, and/or instructional designer background to the chapter's awards committee. For arts and crafts exhibits, create eye appeal and use display boards, easels, screens, racks, or diagrams to make them very effective and tell a story. Handmade jewelry elevated on a background cloth of velvet, satin, or other textures. Ceramic bowls or plates, etc., displayed on racks. Table easels for paintings. The arts and crafts exhibits will be judged by local community members, so you have to present it in a way that draws them in. Now, while we're here, let's take a few minutes to talk about late submissions. Every upload is date and time stamped down to the second. So when it's 12:01 a.m., 1:32 a.m., or 7:59 a.m. the next day, and you can't upload your submission, understand that the system will not allow it, and the South Atlantic Region Awards Committee cannot reopen it. If you send your presentation via email because you can't figure out how to upload it, or you've missed the deadline, your entry will be disqualified. Submissions that are sent via email will not be reviewed. It's also important to note that regional awards typically do not change year over year. So you've had an entire year to work on your submissions. Take advantage of this massive amount of lead time and do not wait until 11:52 p.m. to submit your presentation right as your electricity inexplicably shuts off, or your computer blacks out, or your phone will not allow you to upload, or the dial just keeps spinning rather than completing the upload. Plan for technical glitches and logistical problems in advance by giving yourself enough time to ask for assistance long before the deadline. Your digital scrapbook is a record of your chapter's history. It can be used as a resource for leadership training of chapter officers, a source for a chapter audit, a display for anniversary events, membership milestone celebrations, and they may be useful during the membership experience. We want to thank you, sorors, for your time and attention this evening. And we've done a lot of talking up to this point. So we want to open the floor for a few questions at this time. And if you would, tech team, click that forward button one more time, because I got to have my graphics up there. All right, so I'm going to hand the majority of this segment over to Soror Carey to kind of help get us through the Q&A. Are there any questions at this time?
I think our wonderful team has answered most of them. We have a few left here. Thank you so much, awards team. I often say we never leave home without them. Evening, sorors. This is Soror Barbara Wynn. How much is the submission payment? Soror Minnie is typing the answer, I see. And don't stop, Soror Minnie, just because Soror Melanie or others are talking. Continue to put it in there.
Now that's going to depend on whether it's a graduate submission or an undergraduate submission. And those fees are at the end of Form 1.
Nicole Bennett, hello. Is the submission sheet counted in the 40 pages?
Yes, it is. It's 40 pages total. The judge's sheet should be the first page in your submission.
Okay. Jennifer McCrary. General members have to pay the same as chapter, starting at $250 to submit 1 to 5 awards. I think that's a statement. Sorry, Jennifer, is that a question? Or we'll answer it if it is. Sorry, Melanie, take it away.
No problem. So if it's a question, the answer to that question is yes, it is the same fee. Because you must also remember that even if a chapter only applies for one award, it's still the same fee. They just happen to have the added benefit of having the might of a chapter behind them.
Okay. The next one is from Tina Timms. Please restate the video submission length. The booklet says 3 minutes per submission.
That's 3 minutes total. So let's say I have a video included that's 1.5 minutes, another one that's 1 minute, and I'm thinking about putting a third one in. All of them collectively should be no more than 3 minutes total. You may also have one video in there. That one video cannot be any longer than 3 minutes.
Okay. I saw Sarah Andrea typing it. Don't stop typing it. We can't say that enough. Ashley Chapman. If 3 chapters jointly hosted a program, can one chapter submit and place all 3 chapter names on the submission?
You can, but only that chapter gets the credit for it. So I would say all 3 of you need to apply and create your individual scrapbooks and submit them. You never know. One of you might end up winning.
You never know. Okay. So Ramona L. Haygood. Might it be possible future moving to add the form in the booklet? For example, the book alludes to the ability to pay electronically, but it does not state that that info is in the form. If the form was in the book, it might answer some questions.
Thank you for that suggestion. I will definitely write that down.
Soror Lily Dunning. Is it allowed to submit one of the program initiatives? For example, I may only want to submit Uplift Our Local Community. And don't stop typing, Soror Karen.
I'm assuming that's for one of the IPC awards. Is that what she's?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was about to type the answer in for that.
Oh, great. Okay, then I will let Sir Karen have it. She's got the book in front of her. And 4 years of knowledge now.
Okay. The next one is Soror Tamike Davis. Does a picture need to accommodate both individual and chapter submissions?
No, it depends on the kind of award that you're applying for. So if it's one of the individual awards, you only need to upload your individual photo, preferably one that's, professional, one that shows you in the best light, because the reason we really need these photos is because when you win and your picture is up on that jumbo screen, that is the photo that you want people to see. So you want to put yourself in the best light. So that's for the individual. If it's a chapter award, when the award is announced, the winner is the chapter. And so the photo should include the chapter members, since it was a group effort in the activities that were included in that submission. So for chapter awards, you want a chapter photo. For individual awards, you want individual photos. And the uploads pages, when you go to that link to upload, it will let you know whether it's asking for a chapter photo or an individual photo. It'll be a nice reminder there.
Mm-hmm. Soror Valencia Flemister wishes to know, did you say that only the bachelor's or grad advisor can upload submissions? What about the awards committee chairman?
I do believe there's additional explanation of that in the book somewhere. And I can't remember now off the top of my head what that is, but I do know it's in the book somewhere because I remember seeing it. So my apologies for not being able to call that up right away.
I know in the past we've listed the bachelor's or her designee. And that applies for many areas. Soror Talicia Martin, is it possible to know whether there was a problem that disqualified our entries from the previous year, or to get any feedback on it to improve?
Unfortunately, no, there really isn't. And I will share with you, sometimes we may get feedback from a judge and it may just say outstanding scrapbook, or it may say great, graphics or wonderful photos. And sometimes there's no comments at all. So it's very difficult for us to go back now and pull those comments. Not impossible, but we usually do not.
Soror Kayla Griffin, good evening. For the Mary Shy Scott Fine Arts Award, can I include clips of me performing?
Yes, we encourage you to. In fact, that's one of the favorites, actually, because they can see sorors perform. We've had sorors dance, we've had sorors sing. So, yes, I highly recommend that if you're going to use video, that would be a great award to use it for.
Keep in mind, the 3 minutes still apply. Soror Jennifer McCrary, if you're paying electronically for the fees, is the Google Form 1 the only form needed and no additional mailings for postmark parentheses, general members. And yes, that was a question about general member payment. Thank you for clarity. Oh, soror Andrea is already answering it.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Soror Dion Louis, for video submissions, may the cover sheet be included as the opening frame of the video, or is it required to be submitted separately with a link?
No, do not submit it separately with a link. It should be included with the digital upload, because when our judges go in, they're looking for that cover page because they need to know exactly what award that this award that they're looking at is the one that should be reviewed. So they do look for that form up front. So we want to make sure that we're consistent. And putting it in a video does not help them at that point, because they are scoring you with a rubric and they are looking at the criteria. So you want to make it easy for them.
Soror Jordan McCrary, for general members, if we are highlighting a project during my time previously in a chapter, would it input the information for the chapter's current bacillus?
I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean you're including work that you did as a member of a chapter?
Of her previous chapter,
of a
before
previous
she
chapter,
went general.
Which you can do. You can do that, as long as it is something that you did, whether it was planning it or participating in it or coordinating it, whatever it is that you did to contribute to that, because you want to highlight your work. I'm not sure I get where the bacillus fits in, though.
She wants to know if that bacillus in the previous chapter can sign off on her scrapbook now that she's general. I think I explained it correctly. If not, please add more to the chat, Soror.
Yeah, because for general members, a bacillus signature is not required. You'll notice when you go into the form, it'll ask you in a drop down whether you are graduate member, undergraduate member, and for those awards that qualify, general member will be a third option. When you click on general member, it takes you to a section of the form that is just for general members, and it does not require bacillus signature.
Soror Bertha Jolene Walls Render, are you saying that only the bacillus should upload the completed scrapbooks? I think we answered that already.
We did. Not necessarily. The bacillus can designate someone to do the upload. It will ask for the bacillus's information though, but she can assign someone to do that.
Soror Nicole Bennett, is there a rationale for not requiring judges to leave feedback?
We don't require it only because, and this is, I know Soror Carey can probably really chime in on this part. We get hundreds of submissions, and our judges, when I tell you our judges work, they work. And last year, this season, this time last year, they judged sometimes upwards of a dozen presentations each. And so what we try to do is make it as simple for them as possible. And they can include comments, but because they are really digging through your submissions, they're looking at the criteria, they're looking at the rubric, they are working to get those done. So we don't add the additional responsibility of requiring comments. If they make comments, fantastic. But if they don't, we don't chastise them for that. So Carrie, is there anything you want to add?
Well, the other thing is life happens to judges. We will send out one to be judged and it might have 12. And then that person has death in the family, become ill, sudden things happen. We have even gone back to some of our judges that we call alums, and they will judge 12 more. And we have one that will judge 3 and 4 times. Now we're up to over 30 items that she's judged, not at the same time, but on a second set that was sent to that particular judge. And so for that reason, we can't tax them too much. We'd rather they do a thorough job looking at what they're reading in front of them, to be fair. Tamike Davis, for the arts, it disappeared. Did someone already answer?
I just answered her question.
Okay, very good. Soror Jordan McCrary, yes, a member of a chapter. Now I am general. So I thought that's what her intent. Thank you for clarifying, Soror Jordan.
Yeah, you're fine. And Soror Jordan, don't forget, if you've done other activities in the community, or if you belong to other organizations and you've coordinated programs, those kinds of things count. So it's your work that they're looking for. As long as it meets the criteria of the award, include it.
That's right. Soror Felicia Perry, has the typo in the awards book regarding the financial officer award been clarified? Because it says that it should be the bacillus.
Yes, it's the, okay. Okay, one of our committee members, if you go to that award, and let me think, can she put in what the name of the award is? It's the financial award.
Financial officer.
Yes, it's the financial
found it.
award. Did you? Yes. And it does say in that very first line, it says bacillus, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And yes, and that is an error. Am I right?
That is correct.
Perfect. Okay, so that's what she's asking, because that is a typo. And thank you, Soror, for mentioning that on the call so that other sorors are aware of that as well. Is for financial officers, I believe.
Correct. It's a typo. This award is for financial officers.
Thank you.
The Dolores something financial.
So, Andrea, would you read the name of that award just so that sorors know? Or
okay, the Dolores McKinley Financial Officer Award.
Perfect. Thank you.
Soror Michaela Pittman, are the GPA awards for the cumulative GPA or term GPA? I'll let you take that one, Melanie.
I believe it's cumulative. I believe it's cumulative.
So.
And I know the description should outline that. It should specify which one it is, but I do believe it's cumulative. And I've already started receiving transcripts, which is great. Do not wait. If you have undergraduates who have to submit transcripts, please have them send them, because most colleges and universities now have a process where you can request your transcript be sent electronically directly from the school. And that's usually the fastest way to get that done. And we do receive them in our inbox. If you put sarawards.tune@gmail.com for the place to send it, it does come to our inbox, and we do pull those down, because I think you have a few days to pull it down, and we do.
So Soror Mona is requesting that we state the page number. I can't remember if she's speaking of the page of the Dolores McKinley Award or some other page number needed. She wishes to know what page number is that financial, page 36. I have it, page. Okay, thank you for the help. We need the help.
Yes.
I don't have any, let me double check. I don't have any additional questions. And I don't think we missed a single one. I looked at them carefully.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, so far we've answered 43.
Absolutely. Thank you, Soros. Thank you very much for Soros even asking the questions. We appreciate that because this is your time. If you
Absolutely.
have additional questions, do not hesitate to contact us directly at sarawards.tune@gmail.com.
And Sora Mona also wishes to know how can they get a copy of this recording?
Okay, someone else asked that. I will reach out to the tech team to see if it's possible for us to put it maybe in a regional notes of the week submission. I'm not
Madam
exactly
Chairman,
sure how to do that. Who's speaking?
this is Sor Shelvia.
Oh, Source Shelvia, yes. The
Both
person I
recordings
was
will
going to
be
call.
both recordings will be on YouTube tomorrow. And what we will do is send out the links to the recordings to everyone who registered for the webinars.
There you go.
Oh,
Give us till Friday, please, Soros, to get it together.
oh, oh, Shelvia is a queen among women, let me tell you.
Okay.
Because I know we stress her out on occasion, but she is always there for us. Thank you so much,
Always.
Shelvia. Thank you so much. You
Yes,
and
we
your
do
team. You
appreciate.
and your team.
Absolutely.
All right, next slide, please.
Uh-oh, I see. Last question.
Oh, okay, last question.
Last question.
Mhm.
On the forms for submission, they do not include general as an option. And we realized that earlier. In the bachelor's area, do we just put general member?
Well, that's telling me you may be applying to the wrong award. So if you go back to that sheet on, I think it's page 13, where it lists all of the awards and it has all the links next to them, you can only apply to those awards that have the asterisk in front of it. If you try to apply for another award, general member will not be an option. So the award you apply for should have an asterisk on it. If you're still running into issues or if you're still not understanding, please send me a quick email to our inbox and I'll dig a little deeper and see if I can help you individually. But typically that's what has happened. If you're a general member, there are only specific awards that you can apply to.
Soror Melanie,
Mhm.
I thought we answered this question from Soror Michaela. What page on the awards booklet can I find the GPA award? No, we did the financial officers. Sorry.
Right.
Could someone type in the page number for the GPA award criteria?
There's a couple of them. I think there may be two or three awards at the end of the list because it has, I'm kind of scrolling through too. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so, all right, so there are several of them. So I have found the Norma Solomon White Scholar Award. Right after that, there's a Norma Solomon White Scholarship Award. And then there is the Odessa S. Nelson New Members Award. So those are listed primarily at the end of the booklet. And I don't think I missed any others, but those are the ones that I think require the transcripts. Again, like Carrie mentioned early on in the presentation, you have to go through the book and read it in order to find specifically what you're looking for. They are there,
Mm-hmm.
but you just have to read very carefully to find them. And again, if you run into difficulties, shoot us a quick email and we'll tag team and get you an answer if necessary. And that was the last question, Soror Carrie, is that right?
That was the last question. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
I have a response. I have a
Oh, you
response.
responded?
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes. For the soror that was asking about general members.
Yes.
And actually the page that she needs to refer to with the asterisk is page 29
Okay.
Thank
for
you.
general members, because I'm looking at it now and it has that information on page 29 for general
Very good.
members.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you for that. And
so-
did you answer the last one? Oh, I think someone
I
said
did.
Yeah.
Thank you. We have it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Soror Melanie,
Yes.
the GPA awards that you mentioned, it started
Yes.
from page 50 through 53.
Thank you.
You are
Thank you
welcome.
for finding that detail. All right, next slide. So before we close for the night, I want to thank my co-chairman, Soror Carrie, as well as the entire South Atlantic Region Awards and Exhibits Committee for all their hard work over the past 4 years. As you can see, these women they work diligently. I mean, they are always there, ready to roll up their sleeves. They respond to Soror's questions. If they don't know the answer, they will find it. They are hard working women. And I just want to say thank you so much for being with us for 4 years and making it happen. We appreciate you. I know Madam appreciates you. I know our sorors in the region appreciate you, because every year we're able to celebrate them, and we're able to do it because of your behind the scenes commitment to get that done. So thank you all so much. And then finally, the final slide, sorors, we look forward to receiving your award-winning submissions. Thank you for the hard work. We're looking forward to it. Have a really good night, sorors.
Good night.